My name is Brittany Anderson, and I am a parent educator here at the Parent Place. I've worked here for almost 3 years, and I have several years' experience working with children with special needs. Today, I am going to share some tips and tricks on how to redirect your children and to do something we call planned ignoring. Now, when you hear those two words, sometimes it can be confusing and we wonder, what does that mean? So, planned ignoring is where you ignore what the child is doing without ignoring the child. Sometimes that sounds harder than it actually is. And I am going to give you just a couple pointers on how to do that. The other thing that we do when our kids are acting out or not listening is something called positive redirection. So we redirect them from the activity that they're doing that they're not supposed to do, and we redirect them to do what we want them to do. So say Johnny is playing in water in the cat bowl. Instead of going over and yelling at Johnny and telling him, no, don't, we're going to tell him what he can do. So instead of playing in the water, maybe we get him something more appropriate he can play with. Here's this truck, or here's this tape that rattles that we can, stick on things and trace. And there are all kinds of different things that we'd rather Johnny be doing than playing in that water or standing on the couch or whatever it is that they're doing that they're not supposed to be doing. We want to tell them, instead of telling them, no, don't stop, we want to tell them what they can do. Let's do this instead. Oh, you have lots of energy today. Let's go outside and play. Especially right now with everything that's going on, it's extremely important to try and keep your sanity. I know that tempers are kind of short right now, and we just want to help with that as much as we can. And one way is to know how we can redirect our kids without having to yell at them. So positive redirection, showing them what they can do instead of what they can't, is one way. And the other thing we talked about was planned ignoring. When we say planned ignoring, sometimes our kids do really annoying things. I mean, really annoying things, especially when you have been with them all day, every single day. I get it. So they might be doing something that they would normally do, but you hadn't been home with them for 72 hours without a break. So when they are doing that little tiny kid thing that kids do, it just grates on your last nerve. And it would be really easy for us to snap at them. Stop doing that. No. Instead of doing that, we need to ignore the behavior. So the tapping. So say they're making a noise that's driving you crazy, the tapping or we can ignore what they're doing, go into another room, or do something that ignores what they're doing instead of playing into it. The more you tell them to stop, the more they know that they are driving you crazy, and the more they're going to continue to do it. Therefore, we are reinforcing that negative behavior, which we don't want to do. So we are going to ignore what they're doing, but not ignore them. And you can also try the positive redirection. So if they're making that noise and you've tried ignoring it and you just know that your head's about to spin around and you can't go anywhere else, you can try to redirect them with something else. Hey, let's color, or let's go for a little walk around the yard. Let's sing a song. Let's do a dance. Let's put music on. Let's watch a movie. Anything to distance you from the brink of being angry. I get it, and we are all in this together, and I hope that everyone is doing well and that these tips and tricks will help you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know. Again, I'm Brittany Anderson, and thank you for your time.